Hi, I'm Charles Aaron Silverman, principal at Charles Aaron Silverman PC. I do real estate litigation, which means in these economic times, 90% of what I do is foreclosure defense. So today I'm talking about advanced foreclosure defense in Illinois. This presentation assumes that you have to file an answer. You tried a motion to dismiss, some other motion worked, some other procedural device that didn't work out, or you presented a motion to quash, then quashed and submitted, and now you have to file an answer. And one day it was sent back, and next thing he knows, he's been given a foreclosure complaint and summons by a sheriff. What's going on? Well, it turned out that a year and a half ago, the servicer thought he didn't have insurance. They say they sent him a letter. Hey, buy insurance, send us proof of insurance. He says he never got such a letter. They force-placed insurance. They didn't bother to tell him about this. So he goes along every month making his payment, not realizing that according to their calculations, he's falling behind every month by $100 and $150. A year and a half later, he's in foreclosure. Because they didn't bother to tell him they were expecting more money every month for insurance that he actually had on the property anyway. Tax issues, tax escrows. In Cook County, not too long ago, everybody had their taxes raised. I have a client that didn't appeal, and she got her taxes lowered. Then her servicer says, you owe us more money because we had to increase the escrow. Really doesn't owe the money, or doesn't owe as much money as they think they do. The one thing you have to look at very carefully is the insurance and the taxes. A third area where you can have a defense to the note is an estoppel defense. This is really hard to pull off. There's a lot of factors that have to be in play for a proper promissory estoppel defense. For instance, I have a client who was told, oh, you got a HAMP modification. You don't have to pay what you're paying. You can pay less every month. Really? Yeah, really. And they sent him a letter that says something to that effect. Then they get another letter. Hey, you're behind. You didn't pay what you should have last month. They call up. What's going on? Oh, no, that's a mistake. You got a HAMP. They keep getting these alternating letters, and they keep making phone calls. These people took very careful notes, dates, times, and who they talked to and what they were told. And then they got foreclosed on. They got the complaint and summons, and they started freaking out because they were told they were modified and they shouldn't be getting this. That case, there was a principal reduction. That's what happened. The servicer screwed up. I brought them in as a third-party defendant. And in the end, the servicer paid something like 3/4 of the amount of reinstatement, effectively giving my client a principal reduction. I don't think I would have gotten to the table except my client took very good notes on who told them what when. Your client sits down and tells you, oh, well, they told me this. Who? When? Oh, I don't know. Sometime last fall. You're going to lose. Don't even bother. Client comes in with a notebook. I spoke to this person at this time, and they told me this, and they gave me this number. You have a winning argument for estoppel. Finally, identity theft. The last defense I had to the promissory note, which was actually my first one because it was the first foreclosure defense case I ever did, was somebody who hadn't borrowed the money. I will tell you, while that sounds to you like, well, that's an awesome legal defense, it caused